Hey, good morning, y'all. This is Kev here, aka Shank Entertainment. Back here with another video. Today we got a lot of exciting news and also not so much exciting news coming out of the college football world. I'm gonna give a few people to join, a couple more people to join. Bad, y'all. I just got finished. Joking. Still a little sick, but I'll still be good. Let a couple more people join. I'm gonna give people some time to join. I'll give people about 30 to 45 seconds to join before I go ahead and get started. I give them 30 more seconds, actually. I just want people to have a chance to join. Hope everybody's having a wonderful start of their morning. Anyway, I'm going to get started. A lot of news going around in NCAA football right now. Appreciate to everybody that tapped in and joined. Good morning to y'all. Good morning. First and foremost, I do want to give my deepest condolences to Coach Mack, Bill McCartney. He passed away, I believe it was yesterday. He used to be a coach for Colorado back in the day. And unfortunately, he passed away yesterday, I believe. So condolences to the family. It's a sad thing. We never like to see anybody go. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and move forward. Excuse me, y'all. I just got finished choking all crazy. I'm still a little sick, and it's still trying to battle with me right now. Let's talk about Quentin Gibson. I spoke about him in numerous lives. He's been balling out. Been balling out in high school. Coach Prom seems to really, love this young man as he transitions into the next level of his college career. As you can see right here, he was a National Player of the Year in high school. I'm not sure if many of y'all watched the Under Armour All-American game, but he balled out there as well. I'm just really excited to have him on the Colorado staff and be a part of the program. Still very curious to see what he's going to do. Me personally, I feel like he's going to come in and be either a day one starter or definitely a rotational piece for sure. This is a real special kid, and I feel like he's going to come in and ball out. I'm sure many of y'all can agree with me on that as well. Let me give a couple more people the chance to join as well. I see more people joining. Hey, to everybody who just joined, good morning. Good morning to y'all. Welcome. Welcome into the live. Good morning to everybody who joined this live. I'm gonna go ahead and move forward. So I also been speaking on Emmanuel Pregnon, however you say his last name. So I did some research yesterday and also this morning. Looks like Oregon might be in the forefront into getting him. I know Colorado fans, I know we were really pushing for him to come to Colorado and be a huge factor for us this upcoming season, but looks like Oregon might win that battle, unfortunately. It seems like a lot of our players we're losing battles to are going to Ole Miss or Oregon or Texas A&M. But it looks like it's, aiming towards the Oregon direction. So I don't know, nothing set in stone just yet. But when I, did my research and really deep dive and figure out, what was going on with him in his whole recruitment process, I kind of just seen that he was going to transition over into to the Oregon Ducks program. So, but I don't know. Fingers crossed. We really actually need him. But he got to do what's best for him in this situation. So can't dwell on that too much. And plus, Oregon's probably paying him that bag as well. So what can you really do? Next dude I want to speak on, Percy Lewis. He was one of the recruits. He just took a visit to Colorado a couple of days ago, I believe. He's also the teammate of the commit that we just got, Zy Chrysler. I thought that we was going to end up getting him at Colorado as well. But like I said, we're losing a lot of our battles to schools like Ole Miss and Oregon and Texas A&M. The reason why I thought he was going to come to Colorado is because he was teammates with Zy Chrysler. So I felt like, he would want to play with his boy again over here at Colorado. But, like I stated with the last dude I just talked about, Emmanuel Pregnon, they got to do what's best for them in their situation. And they, what they feel like is best. My personal opinion on that, I feel like as a recruit, you should always go to where you're at a program where you're actually needed, like where you're, you can actually contribute. There's a lot of dudes going to Ole Miss and other schools as well. So like, not saying he doesn't have the skills, the skill set, because, we wanted him, he has some type of skill set, but it's going to be real harder for him, to compete on that level with him going to a school like Ole Miss. Ole Miss had a pretty decent season this past season. Let's be honest on that. Ole Miss had a pretty decent season. So, I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to go to a, I guess you could say, more proven program, I guess you could say. Even though Colorado is proven, in my opinion, But unfortunately, we ended up losing him to Ole Miss. So he would not be coming to Colorado unless he decides to do a flip in the second round of the portal. But you just never know with this portal stuff. So let me know what y'all think, though. Do y'all feel like this is a loss, or do y'all feel like we still, cooking up something? Because I'm looking at all these other schools and all the recruits that they're getting and how much depth they're building on their team. And then I'm looking at Colorado. It's like, man, you got to crank it up a little bit. Like, our biggest areas of opportunity is still going to be the offensive line. Still going to be that, the DB room as well. Preston Hodge is coming back for another year, so shout out to him. I did a video on him yesterday. But I still feel like we need some work digging into this portal. What do y'all think, though? Do y'all feel like this is a huge loss? I watched a little bit of film on him, but I also been seeing a lot of comments from fans that was at his previous school, which was Auburn, and they were just pretty much just saying, yeah, y'all can have him. He can't block anything or whatever. Like, he sucks. You know how fans are sometimes. They get a little bit negative and, they start talking a whole lot of stuff. Y'all know how that go. Me personally, I feel like this is a loss on in the aspect of depth. I don't know if he was going to necessarily come in and be a day one starter. That was totally up to him and the amount of work that he put in. But we need that depth at Colorado for sure. But shout out to him in his career. I wish him the very, very best. And if he's able to flip that and come over to Colorado again, which I doubt, and I don't see that happening, by all means he comes over. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on him too much, though. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. Next, I did a little bit of research as well, and I've been seeing some posts on this as well. So many of y'all might know who he is. He's a coach that came from numerous schools. He came to Colorado a little bit late to kind of help out this past season. To Colorado. Excuse me. Pull something else up for y'all really quick. So this right here is Coach Harlow. As you can see, he previously coached at Alabama, defensive intern when he was at Bama. When he was at Florida State, he was a defensive graduate assistant. When he was at Georgia, he was a defensive coordinator. Then when he was at Michigan, he was coaching the linebackers. I'm hearing a lot of rumors, quote unquote, nothing set in stone, that he could be a potential pick for the next coach as far as the linebackers is concerned. Coach Dancy left the program and went to Mississippi State. And I'm hearing that he could be a potential coach to coach the linebackers here at Colorado as well in the defensive line. Like, he has previous experience. Like, he coached with Nick Saban at Alabama. That was actually his first coaching job. Then he moved over to Florida State. Then he coached with Coach Kirby at Georgia. And then he was with Harbaugh at Michigan as well. So he's been with a lot of coaching legends in the past. So I feel like him whether he was to be a defensive line, to help out with in a defensive line room or be a linebackers coach, I feel like that would be really, really beneficial to Colorado. Let me know what y'all think, though. Nothing set in stone with it. This is just straight rumors. Nobody has came out and verbally said this. I've been seeing different articles that they could be looking his way. What do y'all think about this move, though? I feel like this is a great move. I feel like this is a great move. Hey, if you just joined, good morning to y'all. And if you're new to the channel, obviously please hit that like button and subscribe button to the channel. You're not going to want to miss any content that I'm going to have coming out in the near future at all whatsoever. So if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. And also let me know where you're tapping in from, too. I know we had a couple people coming from Alabama yesterday, North Carolina. Georgia was in here yesterday. Connecticut was in here yesterday. So if you're new to the channel, let me know where you're, where you're tapping in from. But yeah, like I said, I feel like this is a great pick for Colorado. He's already on the staff, so he's, whether he becomes the coach or not for those specific positions, he's still there regardless. Unless he plans on leaving and going to another program, which I don't see happening. Since he came into the season a little bit late, I feel like he's going to stay and rock out with Colorado Buffalo, whether it be for 1 or 2 more years. Let's move on, though. So this is something that I put inside my live yesterday. I just want to kind of harp on again. I know a lot of people missed it. Jackson State is cooking up with a lot of commits. They got a couple of commits within this past 2 days. They got a running back, defensive tackle. You got a linebacker that came from Baylor. He's pretty good. So they have they're starting to change up their program as a whole. I feel like DSU is slept on a lot. So maybe I could be a little bit biased. I've lived in Delaware. I have a couple of friends that played, and has, currently playing for DSU. So I feel like they're going to be really, really good. Deshaun Jackson, like I always said, I didn't never really see him being a coach, but I feel like he's going to be a great coach at DSU. So, and he's landed some top commits as well, and he's getting some offers in. So I feel like their program is in the rebuilding phase, but I feel like they're going to be good this year. So shout out to the HBCU programs. I can never leave them out at all. Still football at the end of the day. Next news we have, not the most positive, but I'm going to keep it as positive as I possibly can because I'm not a big fan of bashing anybody at all whatsoever. Nobody's perfect at all whatsoever. Some people have shortcomings, and some people make mistakes, intentionally and unintentionally, which has an impact on their future and their careers. Unfortunately for Kyron Lacey, who was a phenomenal football player this past couple seasons at LSU, he didn't make the best decision yesterday. I believe it was yesterday or recently, that ended up taking a couple people's lives. So I'm going to read here. LSU's wide receiver, Kyron Lacey, is reportedly wanted on negligent homicide and felony hit and run charges, seemingly from December 17, 2024. Accident that killed a former Marine and injured 2 others, according to Louisiana State Police. So, it's unfortunate. My prayers goes to the victim's family, and my prayers also goes to him. Yes, this was not the smartest thing to do in any way, shape, or form. But I still want to uplift, him and his spirits. But my condolences to the families that did lose, their lives during this incident. It's very, very sad. But I'm not here to bash anybody at all whatsoever. This could very, very well be the end of his career, and the way the system worked could very, very be the end of his life, as far as things that he had planned for his life. He just declared for the NFL draft for 2025, so that's out of the window now, unfortunately. So, but yeah, I'm not going to harp on that too much. I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to bash anybody at all whatsoever, or bring anybody down during this time. So I'm going to go ahead and move on from that. Just wanted to keep y'all posted on that information, unfortunately. You can see the 2 victims right here in the car crash. But, yeah, let's move on. On the brighter side of things, As you know, Notre Dame is in that National College Football Championship. Shout out to them. They're actually my pick to win it all. Ohio State, great program. My prediction yesterday was that they were going to beat Texas Longhorns, and that ended up happening. But when it comes down to the nitty gritty at the last stage, I feel like Notre Dame is going to take it home all the way and beat Ohio State. Let me know if y'all agree or disagree with that statement at all. But I do want to give a special shout out to him. Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman. He becomes the first Black and first Asian American head coach to reach the college football finals. So shout out to him. That's really, really big. It's not always easy when you are just a Black man in America, and I don't want to get too deep into this, but when you're a Black man in America, you're looked upon a certain way. So when you're able to accomplish different things and bring about change to a program or another person's life is a really, really big thing to me. So I do want to give him praise. I'm not a Notre Dame fan at all whatsoever, but I do want to give huge shout out to him and the team and the program for what they, have been able to accomplish within this past season. So I think he's going to win it all. He deserves it. So let me know who y'all think is going to win, though. Do y'all feel like Ohio State is going to win, or do y'all feel like Notre Dame is going to win in these college football championship games? All right, let's go ahead and move on, though. So North Carolina, I guess be covering other schools as well, not just Colorado. Looks like North Carolina Tar Heels and Bill Belichick have been cooking up in the portal as well, silently but low key. I was just taking a look at some of their commits and some of their transfer ins from other schools. Looks like they have some pretty decent people. I'm more so concerned about who's coming in from the actual portal from other schools. So I just dropped the list right here. So it looks like they got a safety, Coleman Bryson. He's coming into the Tar Heels program. We have Price Yates. He's coming into the Tar Heels program, look like from Connecticut. Gavin Gibson, he's a safety as well. He's coming in from ECU. He's coming in. Looks like they're grabbing a good bit of safeties just coming into the program as well. Let's take a look at some more. William Boone, he was a prospect that was supposed to come in to Colorado. He's supposed to take a visit. I'm not sure if he ever did take that visit or not, but we ended up losing him to North Carolina Tar Heels. He's an offensive tackle from the JUCO level, I believe. He's from the JUCO level, but he's going to go ball out with Bill Belichick. Kamori House, I remember him being in the portal at a point in time last season, I believe. He's a linebacker that's coming from Washington. Isaiah Johnson, I'm probably butchering his first name. He's a wide receiver, 3-star. So look, they have some decent players that's coming into the Tar Heels program. Here's a couple more. I'm not going to read them off all to y'all. But it looks like they have a couple athletes that could be, potential playmakers just coming into the program. So we'll be on the lookout for North Carolina Tar Heels. I know it's not going to be easy being a player under Bill Belichick at all whatsoever. I always laugh because I always think about when I was watching ESPN and they pretty much asked Gronk and Tom Brady, do you feel like Bill Belichick could be a college football coach? And they said, yeah, absolutely not. Like, not even a chance. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. How long I see Coach Bill Belichick staying there, I don't even know. I do know he's probably going to want to go to a powerhouse after a while if he didn't make North Carolina a powerhouse in itself. It's going to be interesting, though. It's going to be interesting. But yeah, I just want to get on live and just give y'all some updates and some information that I came across. If you're new to this live or new to this channel, like I said, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel as well. I'm going to have more news coming for y'all. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a lot of commits and a lot of things of that nature happening in the NCAA world. So I'm going to make sure I get that information for y'all. If I don't hop on live later on today or at some point today, I'll be back on live again tomorrow. And I'll just keep you guys posted as to what time I'll be joining the live. And just keep your post notifications on, though, so you guys can get those updates as well. But like I said, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers here on this channel. I am a new YouTuber in terms of, talking about sports, but I'm not new to the game at all whatsoever. But y'all have a good rest of your day. Yeah, feel free to comment some good stuff for me in the comment section. Even some players that you want me to keep an eye on. Film review, anything that you could think of as well. I don't mind doing it as well. But y'all have a good rest of your day.